how I got a hold of him, but there was a sculptor called Paul Cochrane who had become interested in the three-dimensional effects of knitting. And he got interested in socks, and he came to visit me at the Institute of Education with 2 suitcases full of socks. And these are socks he'd collected only from Europe. And he had found 30 different ways of turning the heel of a sock. Mostly peasant solutions. But he only had time to knit 12 of them for the exhibition. And they survived, and here they are. It proved almost impossible to chart these. We did chart them for the exhibition. I think the charts are in the archive. But it doesn't look anything like the same. You have to sort of do the thing. Would you like to play with those socks?
How many did you say?
There are 12 there.
I know you don't like interruptions, but can I ask you a question there?
You may.
There's a book by Dorothy Washburn and Donald Crowe called Symmetries in Culture.
Yeah.
And one of the things they did there was to look at the way an idea had gone across the Africa, I think.
Yeah, I've got some stuff here.
I just wonder whether, you know, that idea might be applied to socks.
He regretted that he had not yet started in the Middle East. That was where he was going next.
But you didn't have a map that sort of...
This was all Europe. This is just Europe.
But even Europe, you know, it doesn't have to be, in the rest of the world. Yeah. But it would be interesting to see those on a map of Europe.
Yes, it would be. I'm trying to get hold of him again recently. I googled and everything, and I don't know where he is. I lost touch with him. Maybe he's doing something else.
It's quite difficult to do that culturally because you can't exclude simultaneous discovery. And,
No, but what they found in the other book was that they could sort of relate it to trade routes or something like that.
Yes.
Possibly.
But okay, it's going to be, especially now, because in the last century or so, traffic has, and people have moved so much that you know. But historically, it still might be an interesting project for them. Yeah.
This one I bought in Turkey. This is and again, on a dome hunting trips. This is a different, again, I think it's a different solution to putting a right angle bend in there. But what intrigued me about this one is I bought it in a carpet shop where the owner was selling off socks that his granny made, and for almost nothing. And Granny was completely illiterate. And you can see how she has taken as one of the strip patterns, and it goes all the way around. And there is no obvious gap. She has fitted it in to the number of stitches you need to make the sock fit. And that is not a trivial task.
No.
And then this is a Turkish sort of indoor slipperette with a different heel. These are so romantic, I bought them in Sardis. Beautiful piece of work. And again, it's got different symmetrical designs on that. And then I've got a whole book here on Turkish sock designs. Everybody's interested.
the carpet was wrong in that respect. These are right in terms of pattern and fitting the pattern around, but the carpet was wrong.
Yes, it was. Yeah, you can see where she's. You can see which end she started, can't you?
Exactly, that's right. I mean, it's a bit like having these plates.
You see, I think she obviously, you know, the women who need, they had to keep stopping to go and feed chickens and husbands and babies and things.
Sure, yeah.
And then, so she obviously started at this end, and by the time she's got up here, she's out of phase.
Exactly, that's right, yeah.
It's another...
And they don't match across.
No, they don't. No, the more you look at them, the more unsymmetric they are.
Wrong, yeah.
But then something wonderful happened the other day. Somebody, this is fairly recently, long after I retired, somebody sent me this from Australia. This is a sock. I love this. This is a sock. And I've forgotten her name, and I haven't brought the instructions. I can find it there. She is it's nothing to do with maths. She said she's hopeless at maths. But this is a sock. And in case you have trouble putting it together, here is the answer.
Oh, I see.
She's such a lovely lady, and she actually gave me these. It's one of the loveliest presents I've ever had. I have a pair of these beautiful, beautiful socks.
They're so nice.
She sent me something. She said she was so thrilled that somebody was actually interested in what she was doing, although there's no maths in it at all. She gave them to me as a present. I don't wear them because they're just too beautiful. I'm not going to trample around on them.
That's original to you. She's developed that herself. That's not comes from no tradition.
She says no. She says she worked it out for herself.
Yeah.
There are dozens and dozens of other different sock patterns around. There really are. There's all sorts of ways of knitting socks. There's ways of knitting tubes on 2 needles and all sorts of things. So you can go completely. I don't know anything with socks.
So beautifully pottery.
I know. It's the most beautiful piece of work.
Superb piece of work.
Yeah. So at this stage, I was actually going to give you some problems to do. But if you'd rather not, I won't. Well, there's the problem of writing it down. You see this. I wanted to find a better way of writing down how to make a little garment without those dreadful pages of fake outline. So I've brought 2 tam o' shanters, hot from Edinburgh. Well, at least you can work out how she might have made them, can't you? Just sort of have a look at them. These again are mostly, these are made in Shetlands. The name of the knitter is known to the shop in Edinburgh. It sells them. It's a very personal service. They take a long time to knit. And they are nearly always taught at Mother's Knee, that underrated resource. So if you want to do that, otherwise you can carry on chatting away like this if you want to. Did you want to say something about where you're going next with all this, John?
Right.
There's really no limit. The other thing I wanted to say was that I've got on stat here, which you reminded me to talk about waterborne and pro, is that when Common Threads, the Badrise Common Threads was on the show, of course I had a wonderful time meeting people, and this is just one example of a weaving from Sarawak. And that's what they seem to do all the time, is weave. They don't tend to have many roads there because it's tropical rainforest. What there is a shortage of is dry places to sit down. So the young lady trying to impress the young gentleman weaves one of these things, you see, and it's got a button, and you a piece of string around your waist, and you walk along with this thing flapping behind, so you always have somewhere dry to sit down. Now, wouldn't that be useful in Oxford Street? Or watching cricket or something. Masses and masses and masses of this sort of stuff. That's also from Sarawak, or the 3-dimensional model in the form of a hat. Some of the countries that it went to were just completely got the point and were totally enthusiastic. And Sarawak was one of them, East Malaysia. They just filled it with their own stuff, which was what was meant to happen. And they did the same in Thailand too. They completely got the message. They translated the whole catalogue into Thai. They set it up actually in the department store. Next door to the Thai textiles department, next to Gents Outfitting. And they let us use their training department on the top floor for teachers were coming in by buses to do workshops associated with Common Threads. And of course in Thailand, everybody goes into the department store to get cool because they're air conditioned. So we had a lot of interest. But from Thailand came this one, which came from an orphanage with little girls. And little girls make these 2-colour weavings, which they then sell to tourists. So you've got some fascinating algorithms going on there. It's a great deal more complicated than one under one over, isn't it? The other interesting thing is that this orphanage is for children who are blind.
Yeah.
So whatever's going on there, there's a hell of a lot going on there, and a hell of a lot going on there. And we know incredibly little about that linkage. We really know incredibly little about it. you know, if you're writing something and you get carried away, words come out there that you haven't consciously gone through there. There's something going on here that we just need to know more about.
I saw a deaf crafts school in Laos,
Right.
where they had to sign the instructions for doing the crafts.
Yes.
It's
yes.
a very similar problem.
Yes, absolutely. Some stuff from Nigeria. Sort of bring this out when I get home. And somewhere in here, I've got a lot of pictures that I took from Washburn and Crow, where they traced a number of different ways that different cultures have picked up on the frieze patterns and used them.
That reminds me of, I remember taking my students to your exhibition for one evening, and the thing I remember most about it was you had a set of socks
Yes.
illustrating these.
Yeah.
Now, if you go, I think it's still up, if you go to Welcome Foundation in Euston Road, there's an artist there who's taken those socks and he's using it to illustrate DNA. Right? So whether she was influenced by my various exhibition or not, I don't know, but
Parallel.
no, but some things do sort of reinvent themselves without at the same time.
I got carried away there because, again, this is the captions that the British Council said were too difficult for the natives. But at some stage I had to explain some basic symmetry concepts, and they're nearly always explained in all the textbooks in triangles. And I thought, how boring. And I don't know how it came, but the idea came was using baby socks. And Boots were incredibly generous and gave me hundreds of baby socks. So I demonstrated some basic symmetry patterns in baby socks. And there were two reactions. There was, first of all, most people liked it, but there were some traditional mathematicians who thought this was too flippant by half. Just not this way, this woman, I can't take her seriously. Now I'm doing a complete muddle with all these things now. This is from Washburn and Crow, where they've been analysing some of their Congolese weavings in terms of the strip patterns. Just lots of people are doing these are bark weavings, aren't they?
They're Kuba. The Kuba, in which case they're not bark weavings, they're sewn onto cloth.
Ah. Now that I don't know, I'd have to...
They're like...
I'd have to look that up. I honestly don't remember.
Well, the top one, certainly, the first two look very Kuba.
Right.
But,
there's masses of all this stuff. So has anybody worked out how to write down how to make a tam o'shanter?
yes, of course, just like that.
Oh, you see,
Just
Not like that.
it was my sister. She's a great one. My sister's always been terribly good at damping my enthusiasm. And I asked her, she lives in Edinburgh, and I asked her if she'd be so kind as to go and buy me another tammy because I really got one. So she did. She went to the same shop where I bought Elm from. And she said, why don't you just ring up Janssens, who are in Shetland, and that's where these tammies come from, and ask them what they've got in the way of knitting patterns for tammies. So I did, and they sent me what they've got. And of course they've linked it already, because they charge it.
Yeah.
But this, I think, is fairly recent, because, I've not seen this before, and I really went to town on these.